Alright guys, so I've had this 6x6x4 angle plate, or I don't know what they're called, but something like that. And I'm having a hard time getting it together, so I just wanted to show you guys how I clamp it together to make sure it's square when I weld it up. So here's my setup. I realize it's probably going to be different for everybody just because there's going to be a slight variation or flaw in every one. But as you can see, I have it bolted or clamped down with this Velcro clamp here, clamps across. Always clamping, you know, across this straight plate here. Well, you know, this is clamping straight down here through this straight plate. These are clamping through this portion of the straight plate. But I had to do all of these, every one of these clamps I had to do. You know, clamping it just straight down here and just, you know, somehow together. This side here seemed to be, it would lean forward for some reason and bring it up here. So I had to clamp it down here to hold this down, this end down, and then in turn use these cant twists to, you know, hold here. So I finally like how it is, so I'm tacking it together. Alright, we're all tacked now, so go ahead and recheck it. Just to make sure. I'll probably be a little bit over anal on this. I want to be, so I'm not actually going to be using this table for welding. I'm going to be doing some other stuff with it.
But anyways, not using this, you know, as solely as for the main reason of welding. I'm going to be, I want this thing accurate, and I purchased this knowing what it is. You know, it may not be exactly what I want. You know, there's a lot of options out there for different angle plates and stuff that potentially could be a little bit more accurate, but I want to try it out and check it out.
So here it is all welded up, and you know, overall I'm actually really happy with it. I didn't have extremely high expectations for the accuracy of the 90 here, but it was within the parameters that I was looking for, and the price point I would say on these I think are slightly high after you pay for shipping, but if you're on Certiflat's newsletter and get the promo codes and you know, purchase it on that in that time frame, then it gets you more accurate, in a more accurate price range. Comparable items like Build Pro, for example, I think if you're getting something you know, in this size frame, or you know, it would be, I think it would be more like a cube, and there's surface ground on the outside and painted on the inside and stuff. I think it'd be more, you know, 3 times of what I paid for this potentially. I would like to see, you know, a little bit more versatility out of this. Potentially a grid, you know, the grid pattern, 5/8 on an inch on an edge, or you know, especially even this edge here would be, I think, would be extremely beneficial. The other thing that's cool about this size here is, you know, it's basically a 246 blocks standing up on edge.